We say Black Lives Matter, but who does Black Lives Matter to? Because it seems like it doesn't matter unless we're murdered by a police officer. That's when the outrage is coming. That's when things are being torn up and burnt down. If this little 7-year-old baby girl would have been killed by the police, Chicago would most definitely be on fire right now. There'd be no justice, no peace. Black Lives Matter. But since a black male killed her, it's like, oh, well, it is what it is. And I just don't think that's right. That we've come to this where we don't even care. And we have we say stuff like, well, we're tired and we're angry and we're this. We should have the same energy for everything. Murder is murder. It shouldn't matter who kills us. The same way we're angry when they kill us, the police and whoever else, we should have that same energy when we kill us. This little girl was not outside gang banging. She was doing nothing wrong. Nothing. In the backseat of her dad's car getting McDonald's. And whether it was a mistaken identity or what, Chicago should still be on fire. It should be way more people angry. It should be protests and everything going on. But there's nothing going on since it's a black male, and I guess he gets a pass. I just don't think that's right. We have to do better. We have to start teaching our youth, start raising our young men to grow up to be young men, getting them into trade schools. It's not hard to raise kids to be productive. It's not. And start giving them some kind of traits or, something to do. My niece was carjacked, and it was at least 11 black males. They stood there. Now, one cared enough about her, seeing a young black woman being brutally beaten with a gun and carjacked to even care. But let that have been a police officer or somebody white beating her doing the exact same thing, they'd have killed the person or, hurt them badly. I just don't understand this, that we can justify one thing and get angry over something else. Everybody needs justice. It should not matter. Every mother wants justice for their loved one. Every father wants justice. It shouldn't matter. Stop picking and choosing. And even with the police shootings, I'm going to go into deeper with that. That's a bunch of BS too, because you have the high profile versus the low profile. A friend of mine was telling me about that at first. And, I didn't understand what she was talking about. But when I went down to Minneapolis for George Floyd, I kind of seen a lot of stuff that blew me away. And these super cakes or activists, they cause more division in our community. And they're more problematic than anything, because the stuff I see that a lot of people don't see and the stuff I hear that a lot of people don't hear would blow your socks off. And I think a lot of mothers are starting to get mad and vent out because of stuff. And there are a lot of low profile mothers who've had their kids killed by the police, and there's really no outrage for them either. And my point of making this video is that I just think we should start doing better. We got to start doing better, because if we don't take each other seriously, nobody else is. And this is a prime example of why nobody takes us seriously. Because if this girl would have been killed by the police, Chicago would be on fire. Since he wasn't the police, there's nothing done. And this is why nobody takes us seriously. Till we take ourselves seriously, nobody else is. Till we take the initiatives to start showing love and respect and kindness for one another, nobody else is. So let's start coming together and stop picking and choosing which death is going to get their reaction. Because these, all the super capes do is build a platform and become rich off of children's deaths. And I just don't think that's right at all. Let's do better.